load up over here on YouTube, but we had probably, good morning everybody, we had probably one of the best days ever yesterday. That was pretty epic. I know those of you guys that were following along there with the AMD. I mean, those of you guys, I know some of you guys from the Daytrading Mastery course somehow were making money on that futures trade too, which, I mean, you guys absolutely nailed it on that one. I got stopped out by one literal tick, but SPX came in and saved the day there with those 1,300% gains. That was pretty epic. That's one of the biggest trades that I've hit in a really long time, like in terms of percentages. Like, I think the last one that got up that high was like Mara in June. Like, that was like 1,200% though. Yesterday with SPX though, 1,300%. Can't be mad at that, man. So again, I was saying yesterday on the stream that I wasn't like really considering taking any more big swing trades. Going into Powell here, I mean, the market looks all right for setting ourselves up for something good coming up over the next few weeks here. If I do anything, I honestly might just screw around with some weeklies, size down a lot, and then just play around because, I mean, let's just take, let me look. I don't know what I'm up for this week, like in terms of percentages. But with that SPX, with the AMD, get out of here. See, dude, look at this. I got stopped out by one literal freaking tick. That was annoying. Not okay. Some of you guys, though, set your stops a little bit lower and were able to nail this entire move. If you drew it slightly off of how I was drawing, I mean, and you were right here, I mean, you blasted this whole entire thing. So that's a big day trade payout. Dude, I know. I was going to make, if the SPX and the ES hit, I was going to make a boatload of money. But, I mean, I got stopped out on the ES and then made way more than what I got stopped out on futures. So is what it is, man. It is what it is. So yeah, what were we talking about? Yeah, I mean, I'm not really all that jazzed up about kind of screwing around with things into Powell and earnings season. So we've done what we've needed to do for now. What I really want to look for is two things. So there's two main things that I want to look for, guys, which, again, I feel like a lot of you guys that have been following along already know this, but one of them is going to be the earnings flips, seeing where stocks want to go after their earnings, any big movers that happen. I mean, we're not going to be playing earnings, but we'll be watching to see which companies do make big moves. If they can consolidate for about a week, week and a half, 2 weeks, then we can get some really, really awesome setups there. The second thing that I want to look for is what is going to happen with Powell at the Fed meeting on January 31st. So that's going to be the next Fed meeting. We're going to get a lot more insight kind of into where the Fed is sitting in terms of what they want to do with the rate cut. Well, what they want to do with rates at the March meeting, because that's what a lot of people are expecting. There is an argument for a March rate cut, the deflation stuff that we were going over yesterday, but in general, I would not expect to see a March cut. Now, I'm positioned for a March cut. Like, if they cut in March, I'll make money. That's fine. That's perfectly okay. But the trade that I have for rates coming down is a lot more long-term. Like, again, May and June, we're like, I would say I'm almost 95% certain that May or June, we're getting at least one cut. So, good morning, everybody. We got William Morton, Super Dad, Wreck-It Ralph, Mark P, Christopher, Dr. Bob, Rogue, Daily Taylor, Grant, Gerald. Good morning, everybody. Anybody that's new over here, let me know. I'd love to say hi. We'll give you a nice warm welcome. And everybody filtering in here, too, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button on the way in, it would help out a whole lot. But all I got to say about yesterday and what we were doing was we were just point and shooting, man. Boom, done. Easy money. 1,300% on SPX is no joke, man. Here's the thing. It's really funny. All these people on Twitter, they're stupid. Again, these people are morons. And I hate to say it that way, but they are. Sorry, I like to tell the truth. Now, what they do all of the time when you see giant moves in like SPX and stuff is they'll take a screenshot of the chart of the options contracts and then be like, oh, look at the power of options. It went from really low price to really high price, but you know they didn't trade it. I do. This guy does. I mean, I don't like trading SPX that much, but when I do, that happens. So, well, I don't know what I'm pointing at here. There was really nothing to point at. If my 1,300% gains were in this general area, that's what I'm pointing at. So, oh yeah, I was looking at see what percentage we're up for the week. 37. Bro, I'm on Twitter. No, you guys are fine. If you guys follow me and listen to me, you're fine. You're going to be okay. You're going to be way smarter than everybody else. Like, that's just roaming around on Twitter. Like, look at what some of the people say. It's crazy. It makes my brain bleed. Twitter's fun, though. Good morning, STV. What up, Cody? How you doing, pal? Baba, where does she find a friend? It's the earnings flip. If Baba doesn't flip on earnings, it's not going to have any fun, and I could see that thing dropping way lower. Like, way lower. I think the other thing that a lot of I think this is one of the main things that long-term Baba investors are focused on is buybacks. Apparently, like, supposedly they have a bunch of cash sitting around, and they've authorized the ability to buy back a bunch of shares, but they haven't done it. So the question is, well, one, when are they going to do it, and why haven't they done it now? And then second question is, do they actually have that money? Because remember, some of those reporting requirements are a little bit different between, like, China and over here. Now, I believe there was a law that was passed, like, I don't know, 2 years ago, that requires them to, in order to be listed on U.S. exchanges, to follow GAAP, generally accepted accounting principles. But again, I don't know if they could still be screwing around with it. You're up 105% in the portfolio for the week? That's ridiculous, dude. Good for you. I know, man. I mean, you guys, I know a lot of you guys have been having some really, really, really big gains recently. We've been calling out some bangers. I mean, I was kind of hoping the AMD one would be a little bit better than the 215% that I got. But again, I still have upside potential to it. I still have a little bit of that position left. To just kind of hold here. So back up in the pre-market here, $2.50, 1.56%. This, though, yesterday, this price action coming all the way back down into here, not good. That's not what you want to see on a break of all-time high. You want to see it get the juice and start to run. Now, the other thing was, though, is that ES was coming down significantly until rocket ship. So we were able to, I mean, I literally was buying SPX contracts here. And I sold my last SPXs here somewhere up in this area. So yeah, it did come up a little bit more going into market close, but give me my 13% or 1300% and I'm done. That's, I mean, and again, this trade got robbed on. So, and that trade, not the only reason. Well, yes, the only reason now that I've hit SPX with it, if I had just got stopped out on that and then I didn't do the SPX trade, I would have been mad that I took the loss, got stopped out by a tick, and then it ran. But again, the money that I made was perfectly fine. So, but what I am upset about is that since this was such an aggressive move, that video would have done like 1 million views. You got stopped out on your 2 trades a day rule? You're already trading right now, Gilmore? Why? Why are you trading pre-market, dude? What are you doing? Do you have some special strategy that prints in the pre-market? What are you doing? What are you doing? I love this Ulta chart, though. I really do like this Ulta chart. I love this. This is good. I just, like, it's a weekly time frame, so this is going to take a while to play out. Like, so we'll see. Where's Tesla today? How's Tesla doing? Down again, man. Again on the Tessie here in the pre-market. Woo. Yes, you do. What is it? What is it, Gilmore? Cootie's in the building. What up, buddy? You trade euro dollar futures. Why? Why do you do that? I don't. You got many trades from 8 a.m. Well, that's good. I mean, good for you. I don't know why you would trade euro dollar futures, but I mean, go for it. Stick to simplicity, guys. I mean, don't start doing. And again, what I mean by strategy, Gilmore, is you need to have it be back testable, repeatable with very specific rules. It can't just be, I think that it's gonna go here at this time. And like you guys know from the day trading mastery course, it's like simplest thing in the world. You're hunting for one thing. You'll never get caught in chop. It's impossible. You'll never take more trades than you need to. The risk management is already set up for you. The psychological elements, the only thing that you really need to figure out is being patient, and that's it. You just wait. I don't think I ever take 2 trades a day. Like, ever. Most days I take 0 trades. Less trades, more profits, guys. That's what you got to realize. Once you have that ingrained into your head, less trades, more profits, you're good to go. I'm probably not trading today. Like, well, if a day trade sets up, yeah, I mean, I will take it, and there is opportunity on the charts here. Like on ES specifically, there's definitely opportunity here today. But for swings, no, I'm not doing zero. I'm doing zero today for the swings. We're gonna go into this weekend. I'm gonna get some more charts for you guys, and then we're gonna be good to go for next week. Let's see here. What do we have? What do we have? Yeah, any tickers you guys want to look at, let me know. How much time we got? 20 minutes to go until ding ding. There we go. Less trades, more profits. I like the gems. Yeah, I mean, in the last week, what have I taken? T-Mobile, which I exited green on. Should have exited red. I just wasn't watching it. But that was basically no blood. So I think I was up maybe 3% on that thing. But since it broke that downside level, I had to get out. So we had that. We had the 400% Uber. It was more than that, but like, let's just call it 400%. 400% Tesla. That one was also more, but right around there. The 215% AMD, the 1300% SPX. That's it. So that's kind of like, you got to think about it like that, guys. Like, so many of you are coming into the market every single day thinking that you need to take more trades in order to build your capital. No, that's the opposite. That's how you chop away your capital. You should be looking at very, very specific things to happen in the market, which, again, you guys know where to go if you want to learn that. And then just executing on those opportunities. That's it. Trading isn't, a lot of people say trading's hard. The reason why everybody says trading is hard is because they make it hard. The things that they're trying to do in the market are very difficult. Why are you trying to, why are these people out there trying to take like some people can do it, but most of you guys are not going to be able to do it in that way. You just won't. You're going to let your emotions get to you. You're not disciplined enough. AMC, it's probably garbage right now, as usual. Why is this something that we're looking at? Oh my God, look at this piece of, we're going to use some profanity here. Look at this piece of shit. Look at this. How's your reverse splits and ape nonsense going for you? Oh, great. Yeah. Wonder who told you that was a terrible idea. Oh, wait, that was me. All right. Garbage on this thing. Let's see. Your $2 price target? Yeah, that's nasty. Do I got any energy left? Nope. Time for the gallon. Michael, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Oh, yeah. Were you the new member this morning? Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. How do you sign up for the newsletter? So the newsletter is shortthevix.info. You just sign up for free. You get the free ebook. And then you get added to the newsletter as well. But so going forward, what we've been doing is sending out a lot of those tickers on the newsletter. We've been doing that since November. But now that the swing trading course is coming out this weekend, the tickers and the charts that I'm looking at, that are setting up, are not going to be sent in the newsletter anymore. They're going to be sent in an email to those of you guys that are in the swing course. Trading is hard if you can't accept that there are losses, but if you can make more than you lose over multiple trades, you have a trading career. Exactly. Glad to find you again. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that, buddy. Let's see. Let's see. ES slip in here. I mean, you do have see, the problem with this is this technically didn't, I mean, it kind of shifted trend here, so you could go from here. Oh, no. There's going to be a weird one today. Let's check out Twitter for a sec. Oh. Where is Tessie? Tesla's just been hated recently. Where's Amanda? It's still above previous all-time highs, so. Where do you sign up for the course? You'll do it today. Okay, so here's the deal. We'll make this announcement again for the day trading mastery course people. So the swing trading course is getting released this weekend. It's technically live right now, but I don't think any of you guys can find it because you don't have the link to the main part of it. But the 50% off code for the day trading mastery course, the one that has 0 losing months in 2023, is linked at the top of the live chat. And the 50% off code here, which is good really only for today and tomorrow now, is code VIX. VIX. So that's the link right there. Now, the best part is that those of you guys that are already in the day trading mastery course are getting sent this weekend a 60% off code to the swing trading course. Because again, those of you guys that have already put that foot forward and said, hey, I want to learn, I'm not going to make you pay full price for the next one. That's just silly. I don't think that's fair. So all of you guys that are already in there are going to get that code sent to you. But yeah, the day trading course is available right now. Today and sort of tomorrow is really like the last chance to get that 50% so that you can then get the 60% off. But I mean, that was the one, I mean, I'm just pissed yesterday that this got me by a tick. Like I was entering, I think it was like right here. I got stopped by a tick, was targeting like right. This was the first take profit. The second one was up here. And then, yeah, I mean, I had it on SPX, so this was able to give me 1,300% here, though, which was nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. But, Michael, shout out to you, man. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate you. The DM about save yesterday. I know, Ralph. I know. But you gotta realize, like, I stick to such a strict plan, dude, that, like, it's very, very rare that I'll vary away from that. Dude, I got this freaking bruise on my leg, and I can't figure out what it's from. I feel like, I feel like a woman right now. I have a random bruise where I don't know where it came from. Like, I swear I've heard that, like, 50 times. Where it's just like, oh, I got a bruise, I don't know where it came from. But it's just, like, never from dudes. So we wait until Sunday for the swing course discount code on email. Yeah, it'll be sent probably at, like, basically the same time as the newsletter. So you guys will get 2 well, those of you guys that are in the day trading course already will get 2 emails. Those of you guys that are in the newsletter, again, will all just get 1. Like, dude, I don't know. And it's been like this for, like, a week. I must have, like, ran into something. It would be tight if you released it tomorrow. We could do that. Well, it would be, the problem is I still, like, I technically have to do a little bit more work on it. I gotta see if I can get it done today because I was planning on doing it during the day tomorrow and then releasing it because I gotta, like, record a little video for something else and then write up a thing and make the site look good. So then it's all good to go, but yeah, I mean, it's a little shorter than the well, it's obviously shorter than the day trading one just because in the day trading one we did like all the, like, I showed you guys every single trade that was taken with the strategy in a year, which is why I can say 0 losing months in 2023. I mean, the backtesting portion of that course is probably the most valuable stuff that you guys will ever see. Nobody can do that. Nobody can take their strategy and just be like, oh, yeah, here it is. This is all the trades that were taken in a year. One trade a day. See what happens. And it just rips it. All good? Just saying I need to do stuff on, I'm guessing Sunday is what you mean. It won't take you that long to go through this one. Dude, Tesla just is hated here. I don't know. I mean, when's earnings? Oh, I mean, if Tesla... All right. I mean, what did we do last time? Oh, this wasn't an earnings flip. This is the opposite of an earnings flip. So this is, I mean, this is what you can look for too. Uptrend, cracked on earnings, consolidates, breaks down, and bye-bye. You can do the same thing to the downside if you really want to. Take your time. Yeah, it's... Because I didn't realize... Well, no, it's not. It's not going to take that long. I just got to figure out if I can do it today. But yeah, you guys have that link. The 50% off code is VIX. Make sure to hop it in before it's too late if you want the 60% off to the swing trading one. If you want to pay full price, I mean, that's fine, but I'm giving you a chance to not have to. All right, what do we got here? 10 minutes to go until ding ding. I mean, the entry would probably be like here, something like this. Yeah, and I don't want to see any of you guys over risking again. Like, I know that what's his name, Armand, made like 200 grand this week off AMD, but like, don't over risk, please. Don't do that. I'm not. Like, some of you guys are like, even though I'm up what in the last week, 37%, like that's ridiculous. Like, that's absolutely ridiculous. Some of you guys, like, what's his name? I think it was Matthew something in here. Somebody was up like 100-something% on his, yeah. Oh, Ben. Sorry. It was Ben up 105% on the port. Up 50% for the week. Today's going to be small plays for you. Good. I mean, you guys have been crushing it, man. I mean, all you got to do is come to the streams. We go through everything over here. Just point and shoot. Wait for our levels to hit, and that's it. Keeping it simple. All right, what do we got? Dude, I was so tired yesterday. Like, at like 4 o'clock, I was like, I'm shot. It's probably because I did legs yesterday. I was wrecked. R-E-K-T. Wrecked. Look at me. I can spell, too. Look at that. Look at that. Your boy can spell. All right. Taking a day off after a big week is always encouraged. Yeah, even next week I'm going to be sizing down. There's no reason to push it, guys. Like, why? Why do it? Unless there's an opportunity that's like an AMD. Like, unless it's so blatant that you have, like, it's like, all right, I'm taking this trade 10 times out of 10 when it shows up, then, I mean, I'm probably not. Well, I kind of like this, though. Like, Home Depot's an interesting one to me, especially on the daily. Like, this does look good. I just, like, I don't know. It's got to get steam quick, which I don't know if it can. Like, this would be first TP on a break, right around 374.50. And the break is basically this. 359. So, like, the risk to reward on it would be pretty sick. College educated. Yeah, barely. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I'm not. All right. Ruben. Wait, what? Wait, what, Eddie? Like the vacuum? Good morning, Vixen, everyone. What up, Benjamin? How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Yeah, and then again, for the swing course, I'm gonna send you guys the watch list every single week too. HD time frame would be 2 months out for you. I agree with that. That's what I would do. 2 or 3. When's their earnings? See, this is the issue here, though. They have their earnings. You're basically just playing an earnings run-up. So I'd probably go March. Get the IV boost. I mean, that's kind of, AMD has earnings right before Powell. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to hold those contracts. Depending on what the IV is like going into earnings, I might grab some puts on it too, just for fun. Oh, iRobot fell by like 30%. They built the Roombas. Oh, thank you. College educated requires actually going to class. What if you can teach the class? Then does that mean you have to go? Dude, even in high school, like, my economics teacher told us that the FDIC only insures $10,000 of your money, and I was like, "You're brain dead. It's $250," and she was like, "No, it's not." And I go, "Want me to go on Google?" She's like, "No," and I'm like, "It's $250 though," and she's like, "No, it's 10,000," and I'm like, "What? Don't fight me on this, cause you're just gonna look stupid." And then she's like, "I'm telling you, it's 10,000," and I'm like, "All right, let's go to the all-powerful, all-knowing search engine known as Google to confirm that you're a dum-dum." And that's what we did. And then I didn't feel good about it, but this teacher was kind of rude most of the time. So I did feel a little good, you know. Vic's passed class or not. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know anybody that can go to 0 classes and still pass. I'd love to know what my GPA was my senior spring. It's probably awful. It was probably so bad. I was just hanging out with you guys all day, which was fun, but, you know. Yeah, that was a weird day. I was like, why are you trying to tell me that the FDIC only insures $10,000? That's so dumb. How do you not know that? You're the teacher. I'm 17. Like, at the time, I was like 17 years old. Was also buying AMD around that time. So I was crushing it over there. Corrected teachers, putting money into AMD. I was having a time, man. I was setting myself up for riches. I also found the most epic supercar race car this morning that you can convert into a street legal car as well if you want to, and I'm gonna gatekeep that because I don't want you guys showing up with it before me because it's nasty. And it looks like, well, I'm not even gonna tell you what it looks like because then you might get it, but it literally looks like it's worth 1.5 million and it's not. It's like 200 grand or something. And I'm like, what? I saw that today and I was like, there's no way that they're letting this go for that cheap. It's just what it's priced at, I guess. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. So we might have to get that before the Pista because this thing looks mean. Yeah, and then again, Bugatti's Chiron style. Nah. I saw the Devo. I mean, you guys saw I posted the picture of the Devo on Twitter. Dude, oh my god. All right. So, one of the comments under the picture of the Devo was somebody being like, you're not a trader, you're just a spoiled brat. And I was like, listen, peasant, it's a freaking car showroom. Even your broke ass could go there. What the fuck? What is this? I didn't say that. I was trying to be nice. You know, we're trying to be nicer to people this year. Not really. If you say stupid things, I'm going to, you know. I was like, it's a car dealership. Anybody can walk in. It's behind a rope. I don't have access to it. What? I was like, first of all, one, coming at me for not being a trader is pretty stupid. Cause like I posted gains all the time. You guys see all the videos about how much money I'm making when I'm day trading, and that's just for one account. Like, that was just silly. But what I was focused on was the fact that they thought that I had some special ability to go look at a car at a car dealership. What? I'll send him the address. Go look at it. All right, 2 minutes until the ding ding. I was like literally anybody could go there and look at the car. Anybody. All right, we're having fun this morning. Keep smacking that like on the way in, team. We are almost ready to go. And yeah, when you guys hop into the day trading mastery course there, again, you guys have any questions, I'm always available on the DMs. Try to do it on Instagram. That's where I'm checking it the most. Twitter, it goes into like another thing that I don't check a whole lot, but like I'll still see it. So then at Fastly, I don't think so. People did not like that comment. The viewer count just dropped. Oh no. Losers. Yeah, I mean, sorta, but not really. I mean, yeah, kinda. I mean, that doesn't look that bad. It just doesn't look like there's enough meat on it, you know? That Devo was sick, though. That Devo was... I never thought I'd see one of those in my life. All right, ding, ding, ding. Market open. Here we go. I literally never thought I would see a Devo in my life, and I got to see one, and I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. All right, my AMDs are back up about 193% here. That's pretty nice. Wayfair? Yeah, I mean, some of these setups are going to be nice for some earnings run-ups here. Like, that's kind of all I'm doing here on AMD after I scaled out of everything. Like, I mean, I'm out. I mean, I've secured some really nice gains on that one. Still got some contracts out there left for what am I getting alerts on right now? Oh, AMD. That's fine. That's chill. It's all good. Yeah, the other rule is we don't trade within like the first like 15, 30 minutes of the market either. So this one wouldn't even qualify here. So we got to wait for something. It might hit. I just don't like trading that early. There's too much nonsense that can happen. Ooh. Telly down a little. ES slipping here, though. We can have a roller coaster day today? Yeah, we definitely can. I mean, this might have been the trigger in here, but I don't know. I'm not looking at this here. Chegg getting wrecked. Yeah, I've been out of that one for a while. After that one invalidated, I just was out of this thing. I might even have something up here. Yeah, see, like, after this one was chopping around in here, I was out of this thing, I think, like, here? Somewhere in here? I just ditched it. I was like, it's not going. So, but that's not good here. That is no bueno. Like, after, like, 1, 2, 3, like, 4 weeks, it's like, yeah, no, this one's not going to do it. So, I mean, it's setting up nice. We got a little bit of a move up here. I mean, I think this was TP. So this might have been where I was getting out, like these days here. Man, I haven't had that thing kicking around for a couple weeks now. ES, slip. All right, let's see what we get here. This is a nice move down, though. Very, very, very nice move down. If this thing can slip lower, come back up maybe, give us a nice little entry on the short side, I would love that. That would be fun. And again, team, as you guys are filtering in here, if you guys wouldn't mind tapping that like button on the way in, helps out a whole lot, spreading these streams out to some more people there. And it also makes it easier for you guys to come back. Tesla going up a little bit? All right, let's take a look. Tesla. I don't like it. I'm not trading this, but yeah, it is popping up a little here. It's just been hated. Like, there's no reason for me really to take. You're just trying to catch a falling knife. That's all you're doing here. People going long Tesla at these levels are literally just trying to catch a falling knife. We got put. This is where we got the 400. It was more like this. This is kind of what the Tessie trade looked like here. It was. Where was it? Oh, it was this. It was this up here, actually. So as it started consolidating like this, I was getting, where was it? It's like it was like 230 something, I thought. I thought it was like here. I think it was in like here somewhere. Yeah, Tuesday. This makes sense that I got this on Tuesday. Yeah, because this was my CPI hedge. And then it just dropped all the way down. And the last time I sold it was here. So we wrote it from like here to here for 400%. Those were weeklies though. That was just my CPI hedge for last week. Daniel, what's up, buddy? How you doing? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're 8 likes away from 50. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Let's see if we can get to 100 today. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Let's check Twitter, see what we're doing over here. Okay, there's a video of a snake, and that's enough Twitter for now. I don't like snakes. Snakes are weird. They freak me out. All right, let's see. What do you want to do today, ES? What would you like to do? I don't know. I'm just going to chop around, do its thing. What do we have for data? Oh, consumer sentiment and existing home sales. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. About 25 minutes to go for that. I mean, new homes. What is it new or existing? Existing home sales and consumer sentiment are going to be very interesting this morning. AMD popping to the upside. We love to see that. Are those up over 200%? Come on, baby. Do it. 200% even right now. That's interesting. There we go. There we go. Bought those at 2. They're currently, well, now they're not 200%, but they're trading at 6. And now they're at 588, 585. We're losing money. We just lost a couple dollars a contract. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'll never financially recover from this. I'm just kidding. All right. I'd love this thing to crack 170 at some point, you know? Unless the market just decides to go into knife land today and then AMD just capitulates, which is easily possible, but that's perfectly okay. Telly, not. I think, yeah, there goes. That's the 93.50 on Telly, so I want to see how it reacts over here. Where's USD JPY? Is that still turning up? Yep. Until this thing comes back to the downside, you're probably still going to see the yield start to come up here. That's kind of the correlation that we've been seeing. So, we will see. We will see. Oh, now I'm up 212% on AMD. Hello. AMD must have got a pop. There we go. We have financially recovered from this. In about 30 seconds. Wow, look at us. I like the divergence here with ES coming down and AMD ripping there like that. I like that. That's good, because if ES turns around, what does that mean? Boom, boom. That'd be great. That would be great. Yeah, and then next week is big with PCE. I got the dates wrong in the newsletter from last week. Sorry about that. We talked about that on Tuesday. But yeah, I mean, we got PCE next Friday. That's going to be big. That's going to be really big. PCE Friday is going to be pretty wild. Not today. A week from today. There's nothing on this Tesla chart I want. What's like Google, Microsoft? What are they doing? I don't want this on the 4. I want this on the daily. Google moving up. Microsoft. New all-time highs today. That's wild. Apple was hated for a little bit. Let's see how Apple's doing over here. Apple coming back to life a little bit. Okay. Okay, that's going to help the broad market. AMD whipping around. Now we have financially unrecovered. Dude, they're free. They're all free. You just let them ride. We had some nice divergence there for a second, and then nope. Those contracts are whipping. All right, coming down to this BJ key level here. Let's see what this thing wants to do. What's the distance here? 41.16. That's getting close. If it loses this BJ key level, we'll have something that'll give us an entry right around here. And that would be really nice. AMD always seems to be more picked on by shorts than Nvidia. Well, it is. It is. They do this like the same thing but different. Thoughts on Walmart? You take a look at Walmart, Wayne. Wally World. No, nothing on this one. It did get a nice break here. Like, this is not bad. Taking this above this level here, this 162 area. But this is probably not something that I really want to be trading a whole lot. Like Walmart, Home Depot, like very rarely I'll do it. Sometimes I will. I mean, we can check in on Home Depot, see how this thing is doing, but it moves a little bit slower. I mean, this is not a slow move at all. Like, if it wants to go on another rip, I mean, I'm all for it. Like, if it, like, and I'll probably have a position on it, but it will be a lot smaller. Good morning, Vix. David Price. Good morning, buddy. Good morning. What a day we all had yesterday, man. The 1,300% SPX. 1,300% is ridiculous. Every $100 turning into 1,300. That's crazy. That's crazy, dude. I think I bought those contracts at 65, and I think my highest sell was in the 9s. 8s or 9s, something like that. I don't remember. I'd have to look. I had limit orders at 10, which would have hit, but I had to go do stuff, and I was like, I don't want to let this trade here. You have Costco there, but no Walmart is big. Costco's epic. I wish we had that. All I got is Trader Joe's. That's what I got around here. Let's see. I mean, I'd like to see this news push this thing a little bit lower before potentially a retest to the upside here. That's kind of what I'm looking for. That's really what we're looking for here, guys. I mean, a larger move down, a little bit more, like another like 5 to 10 points will give us a good potential short trade coming in later in the day today. But I swear, if they make me wait, because the trade that we recorded and posted last week was on Friday, if they make me wait like 5 hours in a trade again, I'm gonna lose my mind. And the issue that happened with the trade yesterday was that the entry was right around the bond auction. And the bond auction was good. So you had that initial poor reaction to it, which is the one tick stop out and then rip. But with SPX there, man, I was able to nail that thing. Just absolutely blast it to the upside. All right, what do we got? Anything crazy? Let's see where AMD's at. Probably nothing great here. Man, just oops. Shoot. Well, the should be that. No. That right there. I wish you could lock that on the chart. I bet you can. Oh, yeah, you can. Now it's locked. Look at us. Figuring stuff out on TradingView today. Wow. Genius over here. But yeah, I mean, moving down into the zone here. I want to see it lose it on the data, the existing home sales and consumer confidence. As anecdotal, there was a weird unusual option on Tesla. Who knows if the shorts may cover pre-earnings? Just found it curious. Yeah, I think most unusual options activity is nonsense. Again, it's not even I think that. I'll say that right now. Most unusual options activity is complete garbage. It doesn't tell you anything. It just tells you people are buying stuff. You could have some real rich dude that's just gambling, and he's just like, I'm gonna buy $500,000 worth of Tesla calls because why not? And like, people are going to see that on those feeds and be like, oh my God, they must know something. Odds are they know nothing. Because think about it like this, like what institution would ever buy weeklies or a 1 month out contract for that much money? None of them. Literally none of them. So when people say that and try to think that they're getting some sort of special insight into the market, it really makes me question their level of like intelligence and knowledge of how markets work and how institutions actually do things. So can it be helpful? Sure. I mean, if you looked at it in terms of like where people are looking in total and get a broad picture of things, yeah, sure. But again, you can cherry pick anything. If something crazy happens in the market and people are going to point to like, oh my God, these people were buying calls the prior day, it's like, yeah, okay, people win the lottery sometimes too. People win the lottery sometimes too. It doesn't mean they knew the numbers. Like, people are going to do what they're going to do, though. I mean, again, that's why I've created these programs for you guys so that you guys can operate in the markets the correct way. It's up to you guys at the end of the day if you want to follow it. Or you can go around messing around with unusual options activity. Have fun with that. Have fun filtering through that nonsense. Like, maybe 1% of the time it's useful. Maybe 1. I would actually say it's probably less than 1. What I do like for SPX is like the gamut exposure stuff in the levels. That's important because you're not relying on like one individual person to tell you like where things could potentially go. You're looking at things from a more holistic total perspective and saying, where is all of the money thinking that this is going to go? And it creates these like levels that like are going to be hedged. You are guaranteed that you know that they have to hedge. So you know, or you don't know, but you have a general understanding of where buying and selling pressure can come in and how those gamma squeezes can happen. Like yesterday was probably a great example of one. That's interesting. Like I think it's like GEX, gamma exposure. That I would use. But like, I'd have to craft a strategy for it, like make it super back testable and statistically significant, which I don't think you could do with that, and it's not worth our time. All right, we got 15 minutes until that data's coming out here. Let's see where things want to go. ES stuttering at this BJ key level here. Apple popping a little though. Yeah, I mean, there was probably a trade in here, but again, as you guys see in all those backtesting videos, I never do anything in like the first half hour of the market. You got to wait for the trend to develop. I don't know. I'm up like 4% today doing nothing. I did 0. What are we up on the week so far? I don't know. Ooh, decent. That's decent there. We're in the 40s on the week now. We are in the 40s. You just follow them for fun? Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. I mean, like, again, if you follow people that ask for flow, it's like, well, how do you know? How do you know? How do you know what they're doing? Their question's always going to be, or the actual answer is always going to be, I don't. You don't know. So can you use it in like combination with other things? Sure. Taking small hits today. One tiny 1 minute trade on AMD up 9% today. Wow, bro. Yeah, I'm not really interested in doing a whole lot today. The only thing that I'm looking for is opportunity for a day trade, and then other than that, it's just going into this weekend, look for more tickers that we want to swing, and that's it. That's really it. So again, you guys have it today and tomorrow to use the 50% off code VIX, so that on Sunday when the swing trading course comes out, you get sent that 60% off code to that one. So here's a link to it for those of you guys that are interested. Again, 0 losing months in 2023, and I actually show you all the trades that were taken with the strategy in the last year. The whole backtesting, risk management, psychology, the strategy, options, futures. You got everything in there, man. Everything. So if you guys aren't having success, you're still looking for a proven strategy, there you guys go. All right. AMD not doing much here. I mean, that's big volume yesterday. Big boy volume. I don't like that much. Apple flipping here. I mean, you have earnings coming up too with Apple. Dude, we're getting into earnings season. I'm excited. IWM having another bad morning. Yeah, what's that looking like? I mean, everything kind of is here. What's IWM looking like? I don't want that on here, actually. I want it over here. Yeah, that's not good. This thing's not having any fun. Ooh, you're coming down to some interesting levels here, though. You are coming down to some interesting levels. What do we got? 12 minutes until that data's coming out here, too? Existing home sales and consumer confidence. That'll get interesting. We'll throw AMD back on here. And you guys know the plan with AMD now. We already made money on the trade. Just going to wait and see what happens with earnings. See if we can catch a real big gem. Does it work for regular stocks too? Like you and SPY, you don't do futures, you're a beginner. Futures are actually much better for beginners. But yeah, I mean, you guys saw yesterday my 1,300% gains. That was on SPX. That was trading options on SPX with the strategy. So yeah, it does. I would do it on SPY. The back testing is all ES. So here's actually what I would do if you want to trade options on it. One, keep your position sizing very small. Because you do and get a little bit of time on them. So, and we talk about that in the course too, how to trade it with options. So, but yeah, it does work. The problem is time in the Greeks. So with futures, I know exactly what my risk to reward is because a point it's tick's a tick. I know exactly what I'm risking. I know exactly, well, I don't usually, but like technically if I wanted to know exactly what I was going to make, I could if I just did the calculation of like, all right, how many points is this going to give me? But Asma, futures are actually more simple and a lot easier to learn as a beginner because with options, you have to learn about a whole lot of different things. Strikes, expiration dates, theta, implied volatility, gamma, delta, and how those all affect options contracts. With futures, it's buy, sell, how many points are you getting, and that's it. Very simple. So that's why I say they're simpler than options. They're not necessarily quote unquote easier because again, you do have to learn how those brokers work. Just because, like, again, remember when I was screwing around with them, like I would just leave open orders by accident. Like you got to make sure that you have your orders set up and are paying attention so that when something happens, you cancel the other limit orders that you have. And then for the swing trading strategy, most of the time it just makes, unless you want to have more freed up capital for other trades, use shares. It's the same thing. The only thing you got to worry about is gaps, though. Futures fees can wreck scalpers. Right, but like with this strategy, you're not, there's no scalping. You're looking for the minimum risk to reward to the first take profit, the minimum is 1 to 3. Usually they're about 1 to 3.5, 1 to 4. Sometimes even 1 to 4.5, and the final take profits I've seen all the way up to 1 to 10. So when those hit, they're huge. Like the fees are meaningless. What trading platforms are good for futures? NinjaTrader and Trade are the solid ones. But again, Ozma, I also go through in the course there literally everything you could possibly need to know about futures and options. Like what are futures? How do they trade? Well, what are the margins like? What are the fees? Everything like that. So that is all covered for you as well. Yes, popping back up a little bit here. With fat finger. Well, you can fat finger with everything. Like you can fat finger futures trades, which is not what you want to do, but woo, we're 1 like away from 50. Thank you, team. You guys might be able to get to 100 today. You guys are within striking distance. Where's AMD? Selling. Being an a-hole. What up, Vix? What up, Great Babe? How you doing, buddy? And then remember, guys, we are live every single morning at 9 a.m. Every morning, man. Let's see here. But yeah, those are probably the two that you want to use for futures. Trade8 and NinjaTrader. NinjaTrader owns Trade8, so the interface is basically the same. The desktop versions, though, will probably be different, but like you can't have them on Mac. I just use the web version all the time. It's easier for me. Dude, my hand hurts. I'm falling apart. The 75 hard thing is not killing me, but it's, I don't know. I just feel like my hand hurts for some reason. I have a bruise on my hip, my leg. Don't know how that got there. I probably ran into something. Honestly, that's probably what I did. I get clumsy. When you're tall like this, you get clumsy. My feet, I trip on stairs because my feet don't fit on stairs. It's a rough life, man. You trade MES and accidentally entered ES once? That was scary. Yeah, I mean, I like ES. I mean, obviously, it depends on your portfolio size and what you're looking to get out of it, but chug some bone broth? I could. I'm going to a place tonight with, like, dollar chicken or something, and I'm going to eat a boatload of it. No drinking, though. I'm just taunting myself with this bottle of tequila every day. Taunting. It's good. It's good for the brain. There comes ES. Moving up here. We got, what, 6 minutes to go until the data. I want to see how this data shakes out, and then I'll really start looking for trades then. That's what I'm going to be looking for. Come on, AMD. What are you doing? What are you doing? You had food intoxication yesterday? What is that? What is that? Oh, I also might do another taco eating competition. I love that. Size 15, 6'4". You got it worse than me, buddy. I'm like well, it depends. Like and that's the thing that people don't realize. They're like, oh yeah, what size shoe are you? It's like when you get up to those, like anything above like 11 or something, it's like it varies greatly between the brand. So like sometimes I'm a 14, sometimes I'm a 12 and a half, sometimes I'm a 13. I know my feet aren't changing sizes, but like, any thoughts with options with Tark? Let me take a look at that. I haven't heard of that thing. Tark. What's that? AXX 2 times innovation ETF. Anything that's 2 times, I don't trade options on ever. Mainly because of how, and we do this little speech a lot. Let's see. Your teaching style sucks all the balls. I don't know, guys. Let's see. Does my teaching style suck? I don't know. All of you guys that are in the courses right now, what do you guys think about my teaching style? DJ. But anything that's a 2 times levered in a ETF, I don't trade, just because they're using swaps and they reset every single day. That can mess with options prices. DJ, that was a wild first message in the chat, buddy. I think everybody. Let's see. You purchased the course? There we go, Amza. All right, everybody that's already been learning from me and everything, how's my teaching style? Let me know. Because it's cool. Thanks, Wayne. Am I eating plenty of protein? Yeah, dude. I'm eating like 200 grams a day of protein. Let's see. SCB is the best teacher on the market, hands down. I think it's good. Obviously, hey, Siri, leave us alone. You've learned a lot. Thank you. Sucks money from the market. That is what we do. And DJ, I don't know what you mean by you guys. I mean, it's just me over here. Butter? Thanks, bud. Beef? Eat more beef? The difference between beef and, it's animal protein. It doesn't really matter what you're getting. SCB, great sensei. So, DJ, I think it might be you there. I think it might be you. Because everybody pretty much gets everything. So it might be you. If you have questions, 35% up on the port this week. There you go. Da, 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 da. Can I say I just used the stuff Vic taught a while ago and I'm good? Dude, don't talk just to talk. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. All right, what do we got? AMD being an a-hole. Apple screwing around. Is ES still popping here? Yeah, ES can. All right, we got 2 minutes to go until data. I usually screw up for not following the teacher's advices. Exactly. James Hatton likes it. So DJ, I think that might just be you, buddy. You can hang around, though. You'll learn a lot. It's those little nuggets, those little tirades I go on, that's when you start learning. Right now, I mean, there's nothing for me to do here. We're just hanging out. Me, just hanging around. Did the market take the morning off? Mom, I'm bored. I know. There's nothing to do. I mean, we have data coming in a minute here, so that could spice things up for a bit. Which would be fun. It's a hangover morning. Well, a lot of people do go drinking on Thursdays, which is crazy. Like, don't you guys have, like, things to do the next day? Silence before the storm. Oh, we're drinking water filled with Mio. Problem is now is I'm like hungry all the time. which is fine. It's all good. I also, one of the main reasons why I'm doing the 75 hard thing is I haven't done, like, in a long time. Honestly, probably since I've, like, been doing YouTube stuff. I haven't done, like, an extended period of time where I do, like, where I go wild into the fitness stuff. Like, I've done it many times before. Like, I used to be in ridiculous shape. Not anymore. Because of you guys. I blame you. All right. That's the data candle here. So I was like, might as well just do it. Binance, U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission hearing postponed due to inclement weather. Oh, okay. That's funny. Dude, I love these headlines. These headlines are always so funny. David, yes, he is. Tabasco Dave is right there, David. I call you David. I call Tabasco Dave, Dave. See that? See that motion right there? You could be left or right. You can pick whichever one you want. They're both equal. Yeah, I know the data's out. I'm looking for the stuff on the feed. I just don't see it yet. Might have it now. Yeah, U.S. Michigan consumer sentiment January actual 78.8 versus 69.7 previous estimated 70. Ooh, that was way higher. Home sale. Here we go. U.S. existing home sales. Actual 3.78 million versus 3.82 million previous estimated 3.82. So, existing home sales came under. Okay. Let me see. I kind of want to look at like a trend of that. Yeah, I mean, I want to look at where's the Fred one? There we go. What's it done? Let's look at this on a 5-year. Come on. Was it not? Was it not let me do this or something? I mean, it's coming down. June, we peaked. Why is it doing it? Oh, okay, yeah, because the December numbers aren't on this yet, but continued strong retail sentiment, which is crazy. Like, that's crazy to think about. Oh, it's a quote? Oh, I didn't know. Are you guys making boomer jokes again in the live chat? Is that what we're doing? Okay, cool. I see how it is. Leaving me out of the jokes. What's TLT doing? Down. Like, that's crazy that you're still... Also, you guys want to see a wild statistic? All right, this is a wild statistic here. I just want to see what it was in 2019. Median. No, I want to see... Like, I think this number's wild. Like, it's a ridiculous number. No, I think it's higher. It's like what income you need to be in the 1%. I thought, like, in the U.S., like a couple years ago, I thought that number was like 450. I've seen numbers now that are like 850, which is an insane number increase. Like, I got to look at the data on that because it was a ridiculous change from what I thought I had seen it at previously. Like, even if you look at, like, by state, like, it's ridiculous. Like, the 1% income, let's just say where I used to live, where I went to school, Connecticut, 953. In, like, Massachusetts, what is it? 903. That's crazy. Average apartment in Fort Lauderdale is $2,100 a month. Yeah. This apartment that I'm in is ridiculous every month. You thought, exactly. I thought it was around 400 as well. It's not. It's way higher. Yeah, this apartment that I pay for is ridiculous, and I don't get anything. I don't even have a pool. Nonsense. All right, let's see. It's funny how lately Tesla just behaves the opposite of the other Magnificent Seven. Well, all right. This is a good thesis that I think is going to play out very well over the market in the next 5 years. So, what have we seen in the last, let's say, 2 years? You've seen the rise of, they're going to give me, YouTube right now, I'm calling it. They're going to give me a little yellow monetization thing for what I'm about to say. And it's not even bad. We're just looking at trends. All right. The woke stuff rocketed. So then you saw a little bit of a switch from people that companies would start doing this in a more aggressive way. And then you saw it reflected in the stock market where everybody was like, oh, go woke, go broke. Target, Budweiser, what was it? I think it was like, what was it? Bud, whatever the overall company's name is. It's like something. But you've seen that. Now, on the other side, you also see companies like Rumble coming out that are completely on the opposite side, letting everybody do what they want. And then you also see kind of what's happening with Tesla and Elon. So the thesis that I have is, and this has played out perfectly over the last year, is that most investors, they don't want drama. Because what does the potential for drama lead to? Uncertainty in share price and valuation, because people are going to make emotional decisions. Anheuser? Yeah, that's the one. I think that's the one. So they're going to make emotional decisions, and that's going to affect their bottom line and what they're able to generate for investors. What large money wants, aside from the BlackRocks and all that nonsense, but what normal fund managers want is they want neither of it. They want none of the other side, and they want none of the woke stuff. Don't forget Disney. Disney, great example of this. So what you're seeing happen is that the thesis originally that a lot of people had was, oh, go woke, go broke. Okay, well, on the other side, if you see companies like Rumble, maybe Tesla, and all these other things that Elon, maybe people will put their money into it. But having that type of either CEO or company culture or company kind of statements, investors don't want any of it. They want all of it gone from the market, and you can see it on the charts. So that's one of the reasons why Tesla is getting hit so hard, because it's uncertainty over what Elon's going to do next. Because yes, Elon for many years was doing and saying some things that maybe some people didn't like all that much. But when he turns it up a little bit in the eyes of oh, maybe a little bit more controversial, even though that may be something that is a good thing for society, that everybody can just say whatever on X, investors are going to look at that and see uncertainty and not care. So you look at corporate social governance, which is the precursor to ESG, environmental social governance. They talk about wanting to be oh, social impact and things like that, but they actually don't care. They want actually none of that. They want don't be doing anything. They'll use consumer sentiment to drop the market today. It's higher than expected. It's possible. It's possible. I mean, the existing home sales were a bit lower, so I mean that was one of the reasons why we saw that initial pop. But AMD's probably having no fun over here. Yeah, no fun on AMD. Telly's even coming down too. Well, Telly would come down off of that if it's gonna be maybe leave rates a little higher for longer. Target didn't even really go broke. Neither did. No. It's just a phrase. It's just their share price is gonna get hammered, and then all the public outcry on the other side. Because the problem that these companies have to deal with if they're going to play that game is that, one, if they operate in the middle, they can't please everybody. But if they operate on one side, they alienate, let's just say, 50% of people. So the smart thing to do is not do it at all. Because what is that doing for your business or bottom line? It does nothing. Either way, on either side. Don't screw, unless your company is based on it, but which is fine. People can either find value in it or not. That's what it's all about. It's not about, oh, whatever the company says about the new hot topic issue is going to generate shareholder value. Like, that's banana land. Yeah, is Biden speaking on the economy today, or was that yesterday? Because I saw that news headline at some point. I just don't know if it was, I saw it yesterday or the day before. Which is hilarious that they let him do that, but, you know. Morning, SCV and folks. What up, Tor? How you doing, buddy? The share price got hammered, but really just lost the artificial pandemic highs. Yeah, but like, all right. I mean, look at Target here. It's not, I mean, again, look at the move down. Yes, they have come back up a little bit once they stopped doing all the nonsense, but you can't look at this and say that this is okay to happen to your share price because of what you said. Ralph is saying yesterday, Dave is saying today at 2. Let me look. Oh, it was yesterday, I think. Wait. Yeah, it was. It was yesterday. Okay. Don't alienate the customer base. Exactly. But either way, even if they try to, like, even if they play the game at all, this is what happens if you go on one side, and then uncertainty and volatility is going to happen when you try to please everybody. It's not going to happen. So why do it? It doesn't make sense. It makes no business sense. This isn't a conversation about, like it's about what is going to generate shareholder value. It's from a business perspective. It doesn't make any sense. Let's see. Jessica, I don't know who's doing that, but it ain't me. It ain't me. I don't think I've been over there for what? Like 5 months now? 4 months? ES trying to move back up. We got nothing over here, though. Couple swings cooking, relaxing, and compounding these gains. There you go. There you go. Hope you're doing well. We're doing great, man. You should see all the dude. Yesterday, the 1300 SPX with the day trading strategy was epic. The swings have been killing it. I mean, we had the 400% Tesla last week, the 400% Uber, the 215% AMD this week. It's been ridiculous. Let's see. I want to see this low get broken. So then we have a cleaner setup later in the day. So that's what we're looking for. Guys, you might hit 100 likes today. You guys might do it. That'll be pretty sick. Yeah, remember, we're live every single day, 9 a.m. So if you guys want to come back, have some fun with us. Today's a slow day. I'm not planning on doing anything except for maybe a day trade later that obviously I'm going to try and record for Instagram and TikTok and get like another like 800,000 views. Just saw that on IG, crazy SPX play. Where's my entry? Right where the day trading strategy was. Well, it was below. It was right where the day trading strategy would tell us to get it. It was right in here. I got stopped out by a tick on the futures trade. So the first TP on this one, so the futures trade, my entry was like right here. The stop was like right here. I got stopped by a tick, which pissed me off because this trade would have gotten 1 million views on TikTok. But it's fine. I made 1,300% on SPX. What am I complaining about? So it was right down in here. I grabbed the SPX in this BJ key level here, that right around in this zone, and was just kind of like, after it made this low, if it broke that low again, I was out. Never did. 1,300%. Thank you very much. That's what these trades do. I mean, this risk to reward here to the first TP was like 1 to 4. The final TP, I think, was like 1 to 8.5 yesterday. That was killer. Yeah, I know some of you guys were actually able to hit it with futures. Good for you guys. You guys nailed it. I know. I got a lot of messages like, "Oh, I made 1,500. Oh, I made 500 something dollars today." I was like, "Damn, guys, you guys are crushing it." And then again, everybody, so you guys have today and tomorrow to hop in with that 50% off code there to the day trading course. The code's VIX. And then because of that, all of you guys that are already in there are getting sent the 60% off code to the day trading, or sorry, to the Swing Kings course. Which again, I don't think it's fair to make you guys pay full price, or I mean, you guys all were getting discounts, but it's not fair to get like, I don't want you guys to have to pay twice, you know? You went swimming and came back to see that you missed it. Yeah, I mean, it does suck. Sometimes you got to wait around for them. But again, with most of you guys that have jobs and everything, like, it's very easy to just, like, have the chart up somewhere and then just be like, oh, is it doing it or not, you know? You just have it somewhere. You're just looking at it. And once you see enough of them, you can kind of estimate where the entries will be. Like, remember those couple of days on the stream where I was within like 2 ticks of where the entry actually was? I've just seen them happen so many times that I know about where the entry is going to be. So like when I'm on stream with you guys and I'm looking for it, I'm like, okay. But this one I wouldn't have taken just because it's, what do you call it? It's too early. Too early in the day. If anyone here is just learn from VIX. Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate that. You will win? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I got the so here's the link. I mean, it's pinned at the top of the live chat, so I'll throw it in the chat here for you guys that are interested though. There you guys go. AMD pulling up a little bit there. It's just a little whippy at the highs. Like, I really... Oh, that's what I need to buy from the store. Swing Kings, best swinger club ever? There you go. Dude, I need to get Cajun seasoning. Make some Cajun potatoes. Oh, my God. That's what we need. Let's see. Tesla is sub 210? Oh my lord. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I'm not touching anything with this here. So this is the weekly on it. I mean, it's just not giving me anything. It like, I mean, the last Tesla, well, last week was nasty with the puts, but the last big Tesla trade to the long side that I took was where? Here? Right here. Boom. That was 350% on this candle here. That was really good. And then we had the shorts down in here. Well, not shorts, they're puts, but I hate that. I hate when people say that they're shorting the market and they have puts because you're not shorting anything. You're buying insurance. I hate that. You're not shorting anything. Yeah, a lot of chop here on ES doing nothing. So we'll see. We will see. We'll be on for a little while longer here, team. To buy it until under 200. Yeah. I don't know. Where's Palantir today? I think this thing wants to break down. It hasn't done it yet. But they are coming into their earnings, though, which I would expect to be really good. All the new customers added to AIP, the artificial intelligence platform, all the new contracts. This company, and to me, is just a beast. So, I don't know. You might get a little crackdown going into earnings, but to me, that's almost just a buying opportunity. That's just how I look at it. You guys can do whatever you want, but I like that thing for the long term. It's so dependent on their earnings too. It's such a complicated company, but it's so simple because you can just read their financial statements. All those, and I've said this so many times, and I said it in that Palantir video too, where I was just like, well, People are saying that it's the AI hype, but the main reason why it sparked off and started running multi-hundreds of percent was earnings. It wasn't AI. It wasn't even the release of AIP or the announcement of AIP. It wasn't even that. It was their earnings. But you could say you are short on XYZ share price if you have a put. No, you can't. There's no way for you to then like say that you're short. You could say you'll make money when it goes down, but you're buying a put is basically just insurance. You own the right to sell. Over 300% on the port for the year. EMA is talking about Bollinger Bands. Wait, I did? I don't remember talking about that. Well, Daniel Scott, you might have to remind me of what I've said there. But yeah, there you go. I don't think I've ever talked about Bollinger Bands over here. But hey, if I did, I'm happy that you're up 300% on the year. That's insane. Good for you guys. I mean, guys, that's kind of what we do over here. If anybody's new, anybody trickling in, I mean, that's what we do. All of our people print. Tesla may be a complex company, but over 90% of their revenue still comes from vehicle sales. Yeah, Tesla, what people price Tesla as is they price in a lot of the future technology that's going to generate revenue for them in the future. That's what they do. They're like, you're not really shorting, but I mean, you're biased to lower price. Technically, no. If you think about the actual like reason why you would ever buy options, it's insurance. So if you have a long position and you buy a put to hedge it, you still want the price to go up. You're just hedging for a rainy day if something happens. Ralph, I'll take a look at that. What do we got here? See, I don't think so. DJT Jr. is saying that his father may tap Tucker Carlson as a running mate. I don't think that that's happening. You don't have Tucker creating a whole media network to then all of a sudden go run with Trump for VP. I just don't see it. If Tucker didn't do that and he was just making content on X, yes. But I don't see that. The problem here is, man, I mean, we're going to get whatever, man. I mean, we're going to get our after what we talked about just now with the Go Woke stuff, I mean, we're going to already get the nonsense on YouTube today. Whatever. You think Candace Owens should be considered for VP? The problem is that politics is a numbers game. So if the numbers are there and you can, I mean, they're going to ask him that there's going to be a conversation about Nikki Haley. I don't think he wants that. I don't think that that's something that like is good to me. Just my opinion for kind of what it's just like looking at what they stand for. I mean, but that's a conversation. I actually think Vivek would be an epic VP. But I don't think that's going to get the votes. I agree with you about Tucker. Yeah, like it would be cool to see, but like I mean, but then again, I don't know. I really want to I don't think they're going to do that though. The cool thing is though is that whoever the VP is, they get to debate Kamala. That would be an epic debate. But I am a bit upset that we didn't mess around with DWAC for the Iowa caucus. That was stupid. That was stupid that we didn't do that. Yeah, that would be cool though. I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, the main reason that we would look at it is to see like what could benefit. But in that case, it's like, well, I don't really know. Like, we're probably just gonna watch it and be like, okay, cool. Maybe we'll be able to find something from something that somebody says, but probably not. VP gets the run for 2028. Well, they get the preferred candidacy. It doesn't mean that somebody can't pop up in the meantime and be everybody's choice. They get like the default, they're gonna DWAC can buy Tucker's brand. Yeah, but what? Why would they do that? Exactly. There's not much point. I don't know. It'll be interesting. This year's going to be crazy anyway, just like because there's nowhere to hide. In prior years, I mean, there was always a place to hide where, like, the big media companies would just shut stuff down. But, like, this year, there's really not a place to hide. If you do something crazy, like, it's coming out, and people are going to know. Which I think is fun. Like, that's going to be really fun. Especially as we get closer to November. Yeah, the DWAC, Ralph and I were talking about that. We were like, yeah, we screwed that one up. We screwed that one up, not going for DWAC. Because that thing ripped. Like, really ripped. Let's see. Rogan wouldn't do it. I don't know. I honestly have, like, because you have to be able to separate, like, who would be the best choice and who makes the most logical sense to win. And then you would also have to then, like, who makes the most logical sense in order to win is a tough thing to like, think about, because you'd have to do a deep dive and research into, like, what people want and the polling and things like that, which I don't care about. So, like, so we're probably not going to be doing that. Palantir down a little. It looks like it wants to roll over, but I'm not going to trade it, but I want to see it. I mean, if there was one company that I want to trade on earnings this time around, it would probably be Palantir. Because if they do another quarter of profitability, they're probably getting added to the S&P. Probably. Which would be massive for them. Look what happened to Uber when they got added to the S&P. Boom. Long format press conferences. That would be crazy. I just don't think it's going to happen. Telly trying to pull up a little bit here, but nothing crazy. ES just screwing around. This is nothing. Like, there's no... And this is the beauty of the strategy, guys. I mean, you're never going to get caught in chop. It's impossible. Like, where is the trade here? Well, it might be up in here. If it's slit, like, you'd be looking something for, like, way down here, but the risk is going to be too big. Like, it's impossible to get caught in chop. That's the beauty of it. It solves every single problem that like traders have that are new and fail, and then gives experienced traders just a great tool to add to their toolbox every single day. It is one size fits all. 210 inversion, 32 widening again. Interesting. Okay. AMD just kind of hovering around those previous all-time highs here. What are those sitting up right now? 168%. Cool. 20-year yields at 4.51. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I'm excited for you guys to get your hands on the swing course too, with the screener, scanner, everything like that. So that, I mean, it's more people watching for these. Like, yeah, I'm gonna like. I'll continue to go through every single ticker that, like, I find interesting every single week for you guys. But if you guys see something too, because I can't catch them all. Like, we missed the SoFi, and there were a couple other big ones that, like, I just didn't see. Affirm was the ridiculous one, though. Oh, in, I think, what was it, November, December? That trade was insane. We were talking about that one for 2 weeks before it went blast off. That trade made your entire year. The Swing King course? Yeah, you guys are going to have that on Sunday. So you guys are going to get the newsletter email, and then you're also going to be getting the Swing King course email. But it's going to be sent to the email that you used for the Day Trading Mastery course. So if you used a different email, Make sure you're checking that. All right, let's see. Well, nice. No problem. Yeah, and then you guys have today and tomorrow to... Oh, it's 10:30. I mean, it's a Friday, guys. There's nothing really going on here in the market. So I think we're going to wrap it up here for this week. What another epic week, guys. This was just awesome. The AMDs hit that day trade, that 1,300% SPX. That was ridiculous. And then the only thing that you could consider like a loss or like something that didn't play out was T-Mobile, and I was able to exit in the green. So another killer week, man. Ending the week up about like what, 40%, 40-something percent now, I think, which is ridiculous. So again, you guys have today and tomorrow to use that 50% off code. It's VIX, VIX, for the day trading mastery course. Again, just giving you guys that one final opportunity to make sure that you're secure in your spot for the 60% off code that's coming for the swing trading course. So, team, again, I will see you guys next time. We had another epic week. We're going to do the same thing again next week. Yeah, have a great weekend. You guys too. You guys have a great weekend. I want to see all you guys back here again. We will be live 9 a.m. on Monday. Team, best in the game, and I followed a bunch of different traders. Armando, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Team, peace.